What's going on? It's Big A the Manky Geek coming at you with a late edition of my pull list. I was busy this week, had stuff to do. So this is coming at you late, like I said. So yeah, as always, let's just get right into it and see what I got this week. So first up, Batman White Knight, issue 3. I love it. I think it's great. I think it's a great book. Like the stuff that's happening in there that is I didn't expect and it's crazy. It's like, oh, that's a cool take. Like I especially like the stuff whereby it suggested that Jason Todd was the first Robin, and then Dick Grayson came afterwards. And when I was reading that, I was like, ah, interesting. That's an interesting take because Dick has had to experience a much colder Bruce after losing the first Robin, which I thought was really interesting. But it's great art, and the whole Batman disaster fund thing, or natural disaster fund thing, but really it's a Batman disaster fund. And there's some really good stuff with Alfred in there, which I thought was really cool. And yeah, just overall, it's a good book. And then the Duke Thomas stuff, I was like, interesting take, interesting, very interesting stuff. And yeah, this book is solid, man. I can only say it's solid, but yeah, it's definitely cool. You should totally pick that up. I also got Guardians of the Galaxy, and I always say this: no one's buying this apart from me. I kind of enjoy how it's like goofy space stuff, but they're like doing stuff with Nova Corps at the moment, and it's cool to see that Marvel are trying to kind of like bring back Nova and I guess make them relevant. And yeah, I think it's cool that they're doing that, and they've kind of like properly brought them back. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was kind of a more of a Drax focused story. There's Drax with a saxophone, and yeah, I hear this book is finishing soon though. I need to look into that properly and find out for sure. But yeah, it's alright book, man. It's alright. It's like just goofy space fun, a romp. So you could say. Yeah, moving on. We've got Spirits of Vengeance. Again, I'll say this again. I've said this. I'm sure I've said this last time. Not enough Blade for me. Not enough Blade for me at all. There's some crazy like art in here. Like that. That looks. That's nuts. But yeah, it's just. Yeah, I'm gonna see this one through to the end. I'm gonna see how it plays out. Hopefully, there will be more Blade. There's been a little bit, but it's not been a lot. I don't get a sense of him kind of really being all that important to the team. I mean, Damon Hellstorm is like kind of like the crux of the team. Is like the anchor. Blade, and even Johnny Blaze, like to begin with, there was kind of a lot of focus on him. But Blade, man, he literally got introduced at the very end of the first issue, and then in the second, didn't really do much. Had a bit of a fight, spoke a little bit, and then he's had a bit more to do in this one. But I still don't feel like he's really part of the team, which is odd. But yeah, man. And then Black Lightning, I thought, you know what? I checked out the first issue, and the first issue had that amazing panel where a toy boat is thrown in a woman's face, which I thought was hilarious. And because it's just a mad panel to look at. I'm just like, what the hell? And it kills her. And I thought, you know what? I'll take a chance. I'll pick up this second issue and see what it's saying. And I'm kind of like, I'm not confused by it, but I'm just a bit like, ah, meh. Like not much happens in this issue. There's like a bit of trying to figure out where the weapons are coming from, and this whole thing with like the drug dealer being like busted on the school grounds, and like, oh, if he was a different race, would have the arrest have been that safe, and is this how it would have went down if the guy was different and stuff like that. And then there's some actiony stuff, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know where I'm at with the comic, so I'm just kind of like, I think I'm gonna duck out and like not bother with the rest. But yeah, that's Black Lightning for you. And then finally Nightwing, which I haven't read yet, and I'm kind of dreading reading it because this run of Nightwing, whenever like there's action going on, people are saying an awful lot, and I'm just like, Why are there so many speech bubbles? Why use 10 speech bubbles to say something when you can probably just do it in like 2 or 3? You know what I mean? They're talking all the time of the motivations while they're fighting. It's like, I don't need that. You can probably give that to me in a sentence, and then I can just like mainly enjoy the art and what's going on in the story, rather than you have to like explain every single little thing, minute thing that someone's thinking or thinking. Well, they should be thinking it, but for whatever reason they're saying it. And Raptor, just as a villain, I wasn't convinced the first time around. I'm not convinced this time around. Raptor just doesn't do it for me. But yeah, I'll probably read that later tonight. So Nightwing, Black Lightning, Spirits of Vengeance, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Batman White Knight. Let me know what you picked up this week. Let me know if you read any of these and what you thought of them. Also, I did see that trailer for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and I thought it looked absolutely wicked. I cannot. 365 days I've got to wait to see that movie now. If I could buy a ticket now, I bloody would, because it looked that good, and I hope they really kind of nail that style and all that. Let me know what you thought of that trailer as well. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.